Seeing as Konami's gone off the rails in recent years, doesn't look like we're going to get an honest entry into the Contra series anytime soon. But thanks to an indie love letter to the classic, we might have the next best thing. I'm Kutski, and this is my review of Super Cyborg on Nintendo Switch.
Get ready!
If you're a fan of the original 8-bit Contra games, this is going to look instantly familiar to you. For the record, I'm not the most die-hard Contra player. Being from the UK, we had the reskinned version of Contra called Probotector, featuring robots instead of soldiers. I never actually owned the game, but I've got fond memories of playing it around at friends' houses. The one lasting memory that I have was the difficulty, and I was instantly reminded of that the moment I played this homage. Super Cyborg is no joke. After starting the game and hitting the game over screen within a minute, I was sure I misselected easy mode on the start, but no, this game is brutal. You can choose between two playable characters, Cyborg V1 and Cyborg V2. Not exactly sure what the difference is, but V2's got shoulder pads, so let's go with him. You can then dial in the colours to customise your robot, which is a cool touch, especially when playing it in multiplayer. Like the Contra series, the game is 2-player local co-op. I noticed on the previously released PC version there was also an option for net play. This appears to be missing from the Switch version, at least at launch. For my personal circumstances, living in a different country to most of my gaming friends, this would have been a very much appreciated feature, and I hope the developer is able to add this in at a later date. But for now, I'm going in solo. You start with 4 lives, and once they're gone, it's game over. The only quality of life bone that you are thrown here is that you have unlimited continues to start from the beginning of each stage, and also it allows you to save your progress and start at the beginning of that stage next time you play. The game contains a total of 7 levels, a mix of side-scrolling run and gun action and overhead shooting, culminating in a unique boss battle. The levels all have a great variety of environments and enemies, making each stage memorable, being long enough to have substance but not so long that it becomes too frustrating to keep having to restart from the beginning again when you die, which you will do. A lot. Despite the game's initial morale-crushing difficulty, like the original Contra games, it's incredibly addictive to play. There are indeed a few cheap deaths here and there, but the controls are so tight and responsive, it never feels like it's something that you couldn't have avoided in the future. With some practice and memorisation, I found myself venturing further and further into levels each time I played them, until I finally conquered them. The PC version of the game contains a 40 life code, a level select, and weapon upgrade cheats, so even if the difficulty bar is a little beyond your reach, there might still be hope to see all the game has to offer. Although this does very much feel like a game that you'll get the most enjoyment out of by practicing and becoming really skilled at the game. If you're a fan of the original Contra games, this is an absolute must-have. The tight but challenging gameplay, beautiful sprite art and pounding chiptune soundtrack are worthy of the Contra license. But as Konami seem to have gone completely off the rails these days, consider this an unofficial entry into the series, which you'll get for the bargain price of £6.29 at launch, because the developer didn't have to pay Konami the license fee. Everyone's a winner. Thank you to the publisher Dragius Games for providing the review code, and an even bigger thank you to them for providing the cheat codes so I could show you a little bit further into the game than my gaming skills would have allowed me. Terrible, I know. But thank you for watching. Please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments how bad I am at gaming. Until next time, this is Kutski signing out, keeping the games alive.